Heritage Foundation filed a complaint under the Freedom of Information Act, attempting to have the government make Harry's immigration records public. One thing in particular they want to see is that anyone seeking a U.S. visa has to answer a series of questions about their drug history when applying. Those questions include, are you or have you ever been a drug abuser or addict? And have you ever violated or engaged in a conspiracy to violate any law related to controlled substances? So could his answer to those questions actually jeopardize his status? After all, think about it. Hunter Biden is being investigated by the feds for his response to a question on a gun purchase form. He allegedly answered no when asked if he was using illicit drugs in 2018. But his own memoir said otherwise. Joining me again, Michael Wilds, prominent immigration attorney and adjunct professor at Cardozo Law School, where he teaches immigration law. Michael, all right, so what is the law about disclosing drug use on a form like this when you're applying for a visa?
Well, first, thank you again for having me, Dan. It is possible that he didn't disclose everything, and DHS sees this and could revoke his visa, more likely subject him to secondary questioning and refuses admission on another time. Look, immigration is very Quaker-like and puritanical when it comes to drugs. He could be charged with misrepresentation, the controlled substance violation grounds. He could be put forward as a drug abuser, a drug addict, which is even tougher, the crime involving moral turpitude ground, and a real stretch could be physical or mental disorder ground. Now, there are waivers for this, Dan, and a smart lawyer would have put the waiver forward knowing that the book Spare was coming out to spare him the embarrassment of a stop. But if they didn't put in that waiver, immigration has every right to do this. Now, the Heritage Foundation, and they have on Twitter that they're a very conservative think tank, is not entitled to the documentation. Unless the individual gives you the documentation, it's proprietarial. And they have a very loosey-goosey argument when it comes to it's poorly developed about equal protection, that they had preferential treatment. But the point is that it's foolish to have opined about drug use and then to have the audacity, if you would, to try to get away with it at a later time. It's something that may come up. And of course, it's highly charged in a nation that takes this puritanical approach.
So it probably would be better for him if he admitted on the form, right, that he had taken recreational drugs, because he'd be in more trouble if he lied on the form, right?
You know, he wrote a book and he has chapter and verse on exactly what he took, and it's more than 30 grams of marijuana. My father was John Lennon's immigration lawyer. And when John Lennon turned to my dad and said, Leon, it was hash. So my father says, is hash marijuana? He goes, no, it's better. Now we're all experts in the next generation of drugs and immigration. And it is absolutely very circumspect and actionable if they didn't put forward for a waiver. If this catapults to a point where he's then asked questions, he could be refused admission, or he would have to put forward one of those waivers. We just don't know, because it's not it's not public. It's proprietary.
We shall see. Michael Wilds, thank you. Good to see you. That does it for us tonight. Banfield starts. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.